Good afternoon, Facebook Live. This is Mike George coming at you from the Concordia University in downtown Montreal. It's about a block away from the police station that I have to show up to in about an hour, about 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today. So I'm just kind of getting I'm using this time to just kind of focus myself a little bit on what's going to happen when I show up to the to the facility. The facility is about a block away, so I got about an hour to kill really here just to kind of focus my thoughts and to talk to you all a little bit. As always on these things, we try to make it interactive, so feel free to leave any comments or questions below. Oh my God, Coach Ike, how are you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. Oh, this is really, I love doing Facebook Live and seeing y'all on here. I know I get long-winded on here, but this is actually going to be precious today because well, first of all, I'm actually using my data plan to obviously transmit this Facebook Live to you. So, up in Canada, we don't have these wonderful things called unlimited data plans like, on your phone, like y'all are accustomed to with Verizon back in the States. So this shit's costing me probably about 10 cents a minute to broadcast to you all, or maybe 10 cents a second. I don't even know. I don't know. We'll see when the bill comes for all this, won't we all? Oh, Jesus. So anyways, I'm going to probably budget about 10 minutes max for this conversation, but I just want to do a quick little 360-degree safety check here, just kind of look at our surroundings here. Like I said, I'm downtown Montreal, right around Concordia University. It's a nice day today, beautiful spring day. Everybody's out and milling around, and it's kind of like the busy world of Richard Scarry out here today. So everybody's out and doing their thing, and it's a nice day. So in the meantime, I got my appointment in about an hour. So, I'm just been trying to focus myself all day today, I did smoke a bowl this morning only because I was hungover as fuck. I smoked a bonus bowl because I did sort of partake in some shenanigans last night, as I think one naturally does before they have to show up at the police station, right, for some undefined jail stay, potentially. So I made sure and, took advantage of the evening, took advantage of the day. So I feel great, guys. I mean, this it's weird. I feel good. Like I'm actually really looking forward to going to the police station and actually like kind of just talking to them and seeing like, hey, what's up, guys? Like, what's up? Because I haven't had a chance to have a real like man-to-man conversation with these guys. I think they've tried before, but I'm gonna do a lot better with listening this time. And this is assuming that I even have the chance to question. That I don't even know if they're gonna ask me questions. I might just show up and they just might throw me in jail. So I have a lot. I really have no idea what I'm walking into, guys. This is kind of part of what makes it exciting. I didn't really do my research in terms of. I mean, I know I have the right to a lawyer, and I know I have the right to a speedy trial. It's kind of the same package as the States. I think probably, hopefully, a little bit better enforced. So I mean, I'm going to see about that. But this has been kind of like I know I've been maybe spurious on these Facebook Live things, but this is meant to be a lesson to everybody, to me, and to me included. Really, this is kind of a good video archive lesson of just what you can expect from our lovely Western democratic legal system when it comes to disputes like putting shit on Facebook. So anyways, I'm really tickled by the whole situation. I hope you guys are too. Like I know like there's a lot of worry and a lot of speculation out there, and that's just kind of how these things happen. That's just how Facebook is. That's why I'm trying to talk to y'all. So anyways, if you guys don't know what happened, just scroll in my wall and you'll see kind of what's basically I'm being criminally charged for harassment and or death threats. I'm not really clear on what the actual charges are, but I'm pretty sure it involves some elements of those things, harassment and death threats. And I think this is based off of things I put on Facebook. And I think there might have been some erratic incidents like in person too, but there might be. See, I'm all I know is that there's shit on Facebook that's been really misconstrued out there. And I did sort of craft them to be ironic. And so, it is really ironic now, ironically, how the whole situation has unfolded so far. So, we're gonna spend a lot of time, y'all, on this. I am at least in jail. Obviously, I won't be Facebook Living with y'all in jail. I'll be in a nice, peaceful place just with me and myself and I, and maybe a chess gamer, and maybe they'll have they had Shades of Grey at the last jail I was at, and I started to get into reading Shades of Grey, and that's kind of how I was able to not go crazy, with not having done my bedtime thing in a very long in a long time in those things. A man has needs, right? So anyways, let me see what we got here in the comments here. I need to lawyer up. Yeah, I know. I do have a public defender on standby, but he hasn't called me back, so I'm hoping that when he gets a call from me from the jail, that maybe he'll pick up. But we're gonna find out. No, he's a good public defender. He's defended me in the past when I had to have a case against not against the hospital, but a case involving the hospital and my treatment and stuff in order to get out, so I could visit Columbus and everything. Know that you don't have to say anything to the police. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be cooperative about it, Betsy. I totally understand I understand what you mean. I'm gonna really have some good faith in these people, and maybe that's naive of me. But hey, if my lawyer shows up and beats me to the punch and says, "Hey, Mike, shut the fuck up," I'll obviously comply with my lawyer's instructions. But the whole point of this, Betsy, is to be open, and that's kind of why I've publicly broadcasted all of this stuff, because I have nothing to hide, and it's so sad that I even have to say that I have nothing to hide, because everything that's being used against me is public record, and so you can look and see for yourself and see kind of what the story is. All right, so let me see what other questions we got here. Thank you, Francesco. Good luck with the police. Yeah, thank you. I'm working. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. What else do we got here? How many times, Joshua, how many times have I been arrested? Well, this is my, I guess this is my second time. Yeah, the first time was in Iowa in December 2017. That was for the marijuana. That was for a legit thing I was guilty for. I mean, I say legit because I was actually guilty of doing it. It was a little bit bullshit in the fact that it was marijuana possession, and whatever. It was Iowa, and so I respect their local laws of the fine Iowa people. But it was a little bit of a farce. But I mean, fortunately, I was able to work out a plea agreement with them. It's not even on my record technically, so maybe I shouldn't even admit. I probably won't even admit that I have that on my, if they ask me if I have a prior criminal record. Of course, now it'll be on Facebook Live, so they'll find out eventually, won't they? Or somebody will find out. But no, it's all. I mean, I did get it off my criminal record, but it's something that I still talk about it. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not ashamed of it either, because it was a bullshit charge, and I don't like to be ashamed of things that weren't my fault, because that's kind of what they try to do to you these days. They try to pin the blame on somebody, and fuck, I'm tired of that shit. And so I'm gonna answer some questions with the fine folks of the Société de Police de Ville de Montreal. And we're going to get to the bottom. We're going to get to the bottom of some. I mean, I know I've had a lot of questions that I've really wanted answered, and I know these boys and girls do. So, we're going to get some answers all together, and hopefully everybody's going to come out of this looking good, I think. That's my goal, at least. The police did their job, and I know it sounds a little overreactive and counterproductive that they had to expend the civil resources to look up my Facebook profile to arrest me and shit. But, that's the day we live in these days, kids. So. I do want to say, be careful of what you put on Facebook. I am very careful on what I put on Facebook, by the way. There's always a strategic bent to what shit I put on Facebook, believe it or not. I know sometimes it's hard to believe, but I like to think I'm crafty and clever. But then again, maybe that's just how we all are on Facebook. Maybe that's how Facebook kind of gets us. It lures us in with this premonition that we're being clever and cute, but really. I don't know. I don't know how Facebook works. I'm just as dumbfounded as you guys are, probably. So that's been kind of the enjoyable part. I consider this whole thing a project. I consider this sort of like a fun little. I want to actually add this to my music album. I've already gotten a Act 3, Track 1 going. This is all feeding into the music album, you guys. So there is sort of a. I like to think that there's a creative genius behind all this, but. You know what? If nothing else, the greatest creative genius out there is the Lord. And, I'm gonna see kind of what Lord has to say about this whole situation when I'm when and if, well, it'll be when. I guess a question of when, when the cops are done with me. So, anyways, that's all I have to say on the subject. I mean, if you guys want to know more information about the situation I'm in with the cops, it's all on my Facebook. You can just scroll up through my wall. It's also on my website it's on my blog, which you can access through the website poppyseed.com or poppy. So it's pop-ee.com if you want to check it out. There's some other really cool projects that I'm working on. I'm saying they're really cool, but obviously they're my projects, so of course I'm going to say they're really cool. But, I invite you to check them out and have your own opinions about them. There's some sections you can leave comments, you can leave all your creative input, your ideas. I want your ideas too, y'all. And, if you have some good ideas, especially for the music project, I want to hear them. Like, I'm not a musician, so I sometimes pretend to be. In fact, this is a really good example of me pretending to be some weird performance artist, I guess, or I don't know whatever you want to call it, but I'm just trying to tell my story. And, if it requires a song to do it, then that's great. If it requires going to jail and doing a song and dance for the cops, that's one way to do it too, I guess. So, anyways, Facebook Live. This has been fabulous. Thank you guys for listening and for supporting me through this whole endeavor. This is something I don't want to say I'm proud of or ashamed of. It's just life, So I'll update you guys on, when I get my phone back, on what's going on. So I think try to think of any other information I need to send you. I think. Here, I just want to take another look at the beautiful city of Montreal for a second, just to have a look at. I'm going to be behind some sort of concrete wall for a while, so I. Just enjoying some fresh air, and the Lord has been good with providing some fresh air today, without rain and snow and nonsense like that. So no, it's been a good day, y'all. Happy Friday, and y'all, take care of each other. That's I know I've been saying that all this time, but it's meant a lot to me. Quite personally, when you guys have reached out to me. I know sometimes these things seem spurious, and I don't mean to I know a lot of other people are going through way worse mental health shit than I am right now, and I'm only being public about mine because I want to help other people kind of navigate their own story a little bit, because it's a maze, man. Sometimes it feels like I'm stuck in a maze, and sometimes we can help each other find the keys to get out of those mazes. So, anyways, Facebook Live, y'all have been fantastic. Thank you for the questions and comments, and until next time. When that next time occurs, à tout à l'heure. Bye-bye.